Hello, gods and goddesses. My name is Persephone, and I want to welcome you to my YouTube channel. I hope here you can find some advice, guidance, or even just a place to relax. Before we begin, I want to point three things out. Firstly, tarot is a divination tool in which the reader's intuition plays a major role. This is not a science and it's not written in stone. Secondly, these are not personal or private readings, but group readings. Some things may resonate with you and some may not. In this case, leave the message behind. And finally, we all have free will, and we are the only ones in charge of making our life choices. Do not make decisions based on what a random stranger on YouTube is telling you. And all of these things apply not only to my channel, but to any channel. And now, let's begin. This pick a card reading is going to be about everything about your next relationship. These are the three piles. Group number 1 with the pink tourmaline. Group number 2 with the kunzite. And group number 3 with the larimar. You can pause the video to meditate on which pile you feel the most drawn to. You will find the timestamps for each pile in the description box and in the pinned comment. Hello, group number 1. If you chose the pink tourmaline, this is going to be your reading. I shuffled off camera today, but if you prefer seeing me shuffle on camera, please tell me so in the comments. We will begin with the tarot cards and continue with the oracle cards. Okay, so we have the Three of Cups, the Five of Pentacles, the Hierophant, Ten of Cups, and the Three of Wands. The Three of Cups is a card about celebration, about getting together with other people, about getting what you've been working so hard to get. So I see a few things in this particular card. You may meet this person at a celebration or even through friends. But the main thing I'm getting with this card is this harvest, if you will. I feel like you've been manifesting that specific person to appear in your life. And once you meet them, it's like, gosh, where were you? I've been waiting for you. So I see this as something very positive for the beginning of the relationship. The next card we have is the Five of Pentacles. Now, this is a card about feeling left out in the cold, feeling abandoned, even misunderstandings that lead to a dramatic experience. And if I look at the following cards, I don't see this being as dramatic as it may seem at the beginning. This could be a simple misunderstanding and being like, oh, this is over. We're not doing this. Or even one of you not being sure that the other person is the right person. So you're like, no, not doing this. Definitely not doing this. Let's move on to the next person. But then that person who was doubting the relationship is going to be so sure. And it may happen suddenly because we have the Hierophant. The Hierophant is about structure, is about order, is about everything falling into place and becoming official. So this person is going to go from not really sure about this to, oh God, this is the person I actually want to spend the rest of my life with. If you do not agree with people giving you mixed signals, that's an absolute red flag. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about how can I express it so that it doesn't sound like a red flag. Someone is going to doubt the relationship, and suddenly they are going to be so sure about it, but they're not going to flake afterwards. Okay, so it's not this mixed signals stuff that you see going on in a lot of relationships. And then we have the 10 of Cups, which is the happily ever after card. This means both of you are going to be so sure of this relationship that you are going to get married, elope, move in together, whatever. And you're going to have children, pets, plants, whatever again. The thing is, you're going to create your dream reality and your dream life, and it's going to be so beautiful, and you're going to feel so fulfilled, both of you. And finally, we have the Three of Wands, which is a card about looking at the future and making plans, but not by yourself. Okay? You make those plans with other people. And that other person is your person. So this is reminding me of I'm rewatching Grey's Anatomy now. So the thing that came to my mind is the season finale of season 2, where when Finn tells Meredith, I didn't have plans until I met you. Now I have plans. I don't want to scare you. But, and she says, I'm not scared. You have plans. This is how I see this card, okay? After you have this happily ever after, it's not going to be like, oh, that's done. No, you're going to make plans together, and it's going to be so beautiful and so fulfilling for both of you, because you may go on a lot of adventures, you may begin a lot of projects, you may do so many things together that are going to bring even more happiness to the relationship. So overall, I am seeing a really beautiful story here. Now, we have manifestation and yin and yang. Okay. Manifestation. I already talked about it with the Three of Cups. I really feel like you are manifesting someone or something great happen in your life. And once you see this person, it's going to feel like the universe has aligned. And everything is happening the way it should be happening. I'm horrible at manifesting, by the way. So I totally agree with those people who think, well, I'm just going to leave the universe alone and let it do its job, because I cannot control everything. So if you're not good at manifesting, you just have a very clear vision of what you want, but no technique is working for you, just relax, because the universe has a plan for you, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be a great one. So, yeah, and here you have the number 22. So, beautiful energy. And then yin and yang, which means you're both going to complement each other. This is not as extreme as, oh, we are polar opposites and we shouldn't get along, but we do. No, I feel like you're going to have similar qualities and different qualities. And those different things that you both have are going to balance each other out so well, which is a really good thing, because people try to look for someone exactly like them when they get in a relationship, and no one is going to be exactly like you. You are the only you in this world, if that makes sense. So, this is beautiful energy as well. Now, we have healing. Candle flame, burn this hour. Bring to me your healing power. I feel like you're going to be healing one another. You may have gone through difficult love experiences, and getting together and complementing each other so well is going to heal those inner wounds that you both have. Also, this could mean that your person is a doctor, a nurse, um, anything that has to do with health. They could be working in this field. And then we have study. Let my mind be clear and strong. Let me study well and long. So, this is bringing me back to these Three of Wands. I think you're going to plan out everything and study every single step that you walk, because you don't want to make mistakes. But again, if you do, I'm not feeling the vibe of, oh, we messed up. No, you didn't. It's just life happening around you. But yeah, you're going to make plans. You're going to study in that sense of the word. Or maybe you could meet somewhere where studying is important. I don't know if it's high school, I don't know if it's college, I don't know if it's work, because to get better at any job, you have to study continuously. Once you graduate, that's not the final day you're going to study. You're going to study throughout your entire life, or at least you should. So, this doesn't have to be a past person in the sense of, oh, we already dated and now we're dating again after dating in high school, for example. No, maybe you just know this person from high school, but that's it, okay? Um, yeah, okay. Next we have mediator. Gift for negotiating fairness and strategy in personal and professional life. respect for both sides of an argument. And we also have mystic, revels in intimate union with the divine. Okay. This mediator reminds me of the Two of Swords or the Justice card, because they are both trying to balance certain things and try to find an answer. And this mediator here is trying to balance their personal and professional life. And they have an open mind, okay? So they are going to respect your private life and their professional life equally. They are not someone who is going to put their job over their personal life, but they're not going to be like, oh, I don't care about my professional career. I just want to have fun. No, they are going to find this beautiful balance. And as I already said, they are going to have this open mind, which is always great, because if you argue, which is going to happen in any type of relationship, having an open mind and being willing to communicate is so important. So this is a great card. In this particular reading, especially, this is great. And then mystic, revels in intimate union with the divine, is telling me that you've been clearly manifesting this person, and you may read tarot cards, you may know about astrology, you may manifest so well, even though I talked about people who are like me, horrible at manifesting, but maybe you believe in the law of attraction, the law of assumption. There are so many things in this spiritual field. So I feel like this is you and this is your person. They're going to be more logical and you're going to be more spiritual. Could be the other way around, but I feel like this is you and this is them. Also, they could be a lawyer or a judge or a police officer or someone who has to mediate between two people and try to find the right solution and help other people. Even a psychologist. Because when you go to therapy, that person is always going to try to be neutral while trying to help you, but they're gonna try and be as neutral as possible because they want you to see what you're not able to see. So that could also be. And see, we have this right on top of healing, so it makes a lot of sense that this person could be a psychologist. Next, we have gratitude. I'm thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. Again, the Three of Cups. You're going to be so happy that this person has appeared in your life because you were waiting for them. And once it happens, you're going to be so grateful. And you're going to be so stand at the fact that the universe works in your favor without you even knowing. Maybe you even gave up, and now this is happening. So, gratitude is going to be a huge part of this relationship, not only at the beginning, but also the way it's going to develop. This is something to be so grateful for. I mean, the Ten of Cups, it doesn't get better than that. Next, we have patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. Again, manifesting someone, being so patient, not believing anymore that these things are going to happen, and finally being like, oh, the universe has its own rhythm, and my time is going to come. And finally being like, I was right. It was going to happen. I just had to wait. And I find, oh my God. Okay, so we have the divine and divine next to each other. So this could be a sign of this relationship being a divine meeting between two people. Beautiful, beautiful energy. I'm so happy for this group. Okay, next we have some astrology cards. We have Aquarius, the radical, experimental, rational, unique, liberal, electric, group orientated, humanitarian, free, radical, eccentric, diverse, futuristic, utopian, idiosyncratic, disruptive, edgy, detached. Okay. Of course, this person could be an Aquarius, you could be an Aquarius, you could meet during Aquarius season, but this is confirming what I said. Aquarius is a very group orientated sign. They are related to friends. So if you actually meet through mutual friends or at a celebration where you're with your friends and that person is with their friend, sorry, that's a huge possibility here. Also, they could be gosh, my mind went blank. Sorry. I know what I want to say, but I forgot the word. Like, oh. Okay. They could volunteer. That's the word I was looking for. Sorry. I totally forgot. They could volunteer when they have free time. And that's also a possibility for the place you're going to meet this person. If you volunteer as well, they could be one of the people working there. So maybe you fall in love in this type of environment, which is really cute, honestly, not gonna lie. Next, we have square, Challenge. Creates tension, stalls, sounds the alarm, motivates, pressures into, frustrates, demands, struggles, reorients, hurts, works out, reconciles. Okay, yin and yang. It's not going to be easy. No relationship is easy, even if we are talking about two neighbors, okay? No relationship is perfect. But you're gonna make it, okay? Because even though there is going to be tension and sometimes because you're not the same person, of course, in the end, there's this reconciliation because you're going to be able to communicate so well with one another. That's so important. One of the keys to a healthy relationship is communication. And I totally feel like this group is going to be able to communicate with their person in such a healthy way. And our final astrology card is Trine. Flow. Harmonizes, aids, enriches, benefits, energizes, enjoys, eases, lubricates, gifts, rhymes, supports, indulges. Okay. Remember when I said that this Five of Pentacles was not going to be as dramatic as it usually is in a reading? That's how I feel about this Trine card, okay? Because it's going to give a new type of energy to the relationship, and it's going to ease things out. I don't see things being that tough as the usual Five of Pentacles interpretation. So you're going to work so well together. In the end, you're going to balance each other out. So it makes sense that Trine is here. But as I said, it's also reminding me of these Five of Pentacles not being as apocalyptic as you may think, okay? Next we have make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. You've been working so hard for this. You've been making such a huge effort. Even if it only has to do with the time that you have spent waiting for this person, that's a huge effort. But it's going to be worth it. And also, look at these kids. We also have children being so affectionate with each other in the Six of Cups, which is a card about the past and innocence and children-like energy. If you remember, sorry, this study card, I mentioned that maybe you had already met them. It didn't matter if you had a relationship with this person or not, but they could be from your past. And if you don't have this naive energy when you're together, that's so beautiful. That's so cute. Oh, group one. So happy for you. Next, we have passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Yeah. It's not only going to be about being communicative and balancing each other out and seeing a very clear path of where you want to go together as a couple, there's also going to be passion, okay? This compatibility is not only going to be an inner compatibility, but also a physical compatibility. And when you are so compatible with someone and there's this beautiful energy between the both of you, when you have these physical encounters, they're much better than having those encounters with a random stranger. So this is giving me such huge compatibility vibes. I don't know, I'm loving it. Next, we have forgiveness. Nothing is gained by holding on to past disappointments. Five of Pentacles. I don't know if it's going to be you or your person who is going to doubt the relationship at first, but you're going to be able to forgive each other. And whenever you argue, that communication is going to be key to forgive the other person. We've already touched on both of these things, so I don't feel like I need to explain this further. And demonstrate love. Find out what is important to those you love and act on it. I'm thinking of finding out your person's love language and acting on it. Because, for example, my love language is quality time. But if my person's love language is words of affirmation, I cannot try and make them have a different love language just because they are with me. Of course, they are going to appreciate quality time because I believe anyone does. But that's not the main thing they are going to enjoy. The main thing they're going to enjoy is words of affirmation. So I have to try and express my love in that way. And they will have to learn how to express their love with quality time. You have to adapt to each other because when you're together, you're a team. Of course, you're individuals, but when you're together, it's going to be even better. And that union is going to be so important and so divine that you need to find out how you can demonstrate your love to this other person. And the only thing that's coming to my mind is love languages, okay? Because that's really, really important. And some people don't realize that they cannot express their love with the same love language that they themselves have. It wouldn't make sense. And finally, we have I'm not available and I know I messed up everything. Okay, once again, Five of Pentacles. I'm not available. One of you thinking, this is not my person, and then realizing, oh, I messed up everything. That was my person. That was actually my person. And admitting this is not an easy task. So the person who's going to mess up things at the beginning is going to admit it, is going to understand that what they did was not the right thing and they didn't behave in the right way. Because if you want to leave a relationship, you have to know how to do that. You cannot disrespect people just because you're not sure of XYZ. People deserve some respect. So acknowledging that you've messed up everything implies maturity and is most probably going to be followed by an apology, by forgiveness, which we had here, and a new opportunity for both of you. Then we have some repeated, we have 29 twice, and we have 36 twice as well. These could be important numbers for you. So, yeah. And now, in order to get some extra information, I'm going to roll the zodiac dice and take some notes out from my bags. Please give me some zodiac signs for group number 1. We have Aries and Aquarius. Gemini and Sagittarius, sister signs. And Gemini again and Libra. Now, this blue bag contains letters, numbers, and angel numbers. This orange bag contains physical attributes and personality traits. And this maroon bag contains songs. A card fell to the floor, sorry. Okay. Okay. We have the letters F, G, and H. For numbers, we have 29, and for angel numbers, we have 333, 555, and 777. Okay. There are a lot of physical attributes here. Okay. For personality, we have spiritual, which we have already mentioned. Oops. Turn around. Okay. Then we have chubby cheeks. Please turn around. Chubby cheeks. Long hair. Curly hair. Tattoos. Short hair. Defined lips. and thin eyebrows. And we have one of the only 4 extra notes in this bag, which is great adult life. Remember the passion card? Because I do. And finally, there are like 200 songs in this bag. Just letting you know. Okay, let's take a couple of them. We have Lucky Charm by Paul Grange. This is a song about feeling so happy about having met someone that you don't even care about what the other people say. 3 of Cups. Totally. And the manifestation card is also giving me a lot of vibes for this song. And then No Tears Left to Cry, Ariana Grande. This makes me feel like you've been, in fact, waiting for so long for your manifestations to come true. And hey, it's going to come. I promise. It's getting there. And you're going to feel like, I have no tears left to cry. I'm so drained of any energy. And once you feel that way, that's probably going to be the time when everything falls into place. Beautiful energy. That was your reading, group number 1. Thank you for allowing me to read for you, and please let me know in the comments if it resonated with you. I will see you in my next reading. Bye! Hello, group number 2. If you chose the kunzite, this is going to be your reading. I shuffled off camera today, but if you prefer seeing me shuffle on camera, please tell me so in the comments. We will begin with the tarot cards and continue with the oracle cards. Okay, so we have the King of Cups, Death, the Knight of Cups, the Queen of Wands, and the 6 of Cups. All right, first of all, there's a lot of cup and water energy, so there are going to be a lot of emotions involved in this relationship. Okay, let's begin. The King of Cups. Even though this is a man, this is a woman, of course, we're talking about energies, okay? This king could represent a woman, this queen could represent a man. We are not talking about gender, okay? But the way this spread has turned out, I do feel like this is your person. So the King of Cups is a person who has matured so much in regards to his emotions. As you can see, the water is so choppy, but he maintains his cup straight and full, and he doesn't seem bothered, really, by what's going on around him. Why? Because he has so much control over his emotions that there is no way the outer world is going to affect him, because he controls what is going inside of him, okay? So I feel like you're going to meet someone who embodies this type of energy. Next, we have death. Death talks about a huge transformation taking place, the end of a cycle in order for a new one to begin. And this makes me feel like, well, I have two choices here. So take whichever resonates the most with you. Maybe prior to meeting this person, one of you or even both of you have gone through a major transformation due to past experiences that may or may not have to do with love. Or it could also mean that this relationship is going to be a huge transformation for the both of you. No one in this relationship is going to be the same afterwards. So let's see the rest of the cards and the oracle cards so that we can find out which one of both options is the most probable. Then we have the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is, think of a teenager dealing with emotions, okay? He knows what he's doing, but he's not mature, really. So he's coming to you with a love offer, but this love offer is kind of weak, kind of, he doesn't really know what he's doing. It's that type of energy. So, since this is so different from the King of Cups, and I strongly feel this is your person, this could be him not really knowing how to approach a relationship, because as much as he controls his inner emotions, he's not able to express those emotions to other people. Or maybe there's a third person here and you're involved in a third party situation, and this person is going to love bomb you, basically. In that case, get out. That's a major red flag, okay? But if there's no one love bombing you, be sure that this person is mature enough to control himself, but still kind of immature when communicating his feelings to other people. Then we have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands, in my opinion, is you. Okay? I feel like there's going to be this opposition of emotion versus energy, because the Queen of Wands is someone who stands in her power, who is so passionate about everything, who is successful, but who still has emotional tendencies. Okay, so this Queen of Wands is going to rule in a very mature way, but not the most mature way, because her emotions are still going to affect whichever decision she makes. So I see you as someone very passionate about what you're doing, and who stands out from the crowd. Or at least, for this King of Cups, you stand out from the crowd. He has noticed you, okay? And the fact that you are able to be slightly emotional is something very attractive, because you have this beautiful balance of, yeah, I'm going to make decisions with my mind, but I'm not going to forget about my heart. And this is something this King of Cups is going to find very attractive about you. And finally, we have the Six of Cups, which is about the past. This doesn't need to be an ex, okay? First of all, it could be someone you met in the past, even if you just knew their name, but now you're coming together and having a more serious relationship, or a relationship even, because maybe prior to that you didn't really have a relationship of any sort. This also talks about naiveness, about innocence, about childlike energy. And this is beautiful because when these two people come together, they are going to be so happy to be reunited, and they are going to go back to their childhood whenever they are together, which is something I find adorable, by the way. I personally cannot stand when people grow up and forget their inner child. Like, couldn't be me, okay? So what we have here is two people very attracted to each other, very different from each other as well, who have gone through a major transformation prior to the relationship, or are going to experience this transformation thanks to the relationship, which is going to be full of this innocent energy. And then this Knight of Cups, who, depending on your specific situation, could be this Knight of Cups not being sure how to express emotions to you, or a third party situation. And in that case, if someone is love bombing you, again, get out. Those people are not, you're never safe around them, okay? So that's what we have, but I really want to know more details about the evolution of this relationship. So let's look at the oracle cards. Okay. The distorted feminine. And life purpose. Okay. The distorted feminine is someone who has a feminine energy. It doesn't matter, once again, if we're talking about a man or a woman, but this feminine energy wants to achieve that divine feminine state. Because right now, this feminine is stuck. Maybe it's because of their mental health. Maybe it's because of an experience they have gone through, which would relate to this death card. Maybe it's because of their job, their family, something is keeping this feminine behind. So, yeah, this gives me, once again, both possibilities in regards to the death card. Because this distorted feminine could be distorted because of previous experiences that have changed this person, or maybe this relationship is going to turn this distorted feminine into a divine feminine. And then we have life purpose. This could very well mean that either one of you or both of you are going to find your life purpose within this relationship. Well, the way I express it, it sounds as if someone's life purpose is being in a relationship. That's not what I meant. I mean that thanks to this relationship, this person is going to open their mind and finally realize, oh, this is what I want to do with my life. And if they hadn't met the other person, they would still be looking for that life purpose. That's a better explanation of what I wanted to say. Okay, beautiful. Now we have peace. Bridget, goddess, in your sacred name, a light within me peace's flame. And then we have good cheer. With kind heart and humor free, may good cheer rule, so mote it be. This makes me feel like you're going to help each other so much. I see this death card as something really positive. I know there are people who don't like the death card because they don't like change. But I personally think that if you're extremely comfortable, you need some change in your life, okay? And it's beautiful, honestly, to have things happening in a different way to you. And this is what I'm seeing, okay? I think you're going to be transformed thanks to this relationship, both of you. Because with this peace card, it's like I had so much anxiety. Maybe it's a mental health problem. Maybe it's anxiety due to the present moment being quite stressful. But it's like you bring me peace. You bring me what I've been looking for. And it's so beautiful when you feel at peace, when you're with someone in particular. I'm telling you from my personal experience, it's great when your mind just goes into relaxation mode. And I mean, the fact that some people can do that to yourself, or you can do that to themselves, is so amazing. It's a gift, honestly. And then with good cheer, you're going to have so much fun. I mean, look at this. It's right on top of the Six of Cups. So you're going to be like little kids when you get together, and you're going to be best friends. This is the energy I'm getting. And whenever one of you is feeling down, the other is going to be right there to cheer them up and to give them that peace and to give them space, to give them whatever that person needs in order to feel better with their current situation. So this feels very sweet and soft energy, and I don't know. I really like this. I really really like this. Of course, not everything is perfect, but no relationship is going to be perfect. And if it was perfect in appearance, something underlying would be like, no, this is not as perfect as it seems. That's my personal opinion. But yeah, you're going to get along so well and understand what the other needs in such a beautiful way. So let's continue. We have bully. Highlights your tendency to intimidate others, helps you confront the inner fears that bully you. And the exorcist, freeing yourself and others of destructive impulses. Okay. This bully, we're not talking about actually bullying someone, okay? Just like the archetype. Because this is actually an oracle deck about archetypes, okay? So we don't support bullying people on this channel. Just no, no. Just the archetype, okay? It's just a card. But this person is clearly the Queen of Wands, because if someone in this relationship between these two people is able to intimidate other people and confront whatever comes in their way, that's the Queen of Wands. Of course, those inner fears are going to be better controlled by the King of Cups, but the archetype of the bully fits better with the Queen of Wands. So maybe at the beginning, this person is so unsure of how to express their emotions to you, because they're like, oh my god, she's so intimidating, or he is so intimidating, and they don't really know how to confront you, okay? Because they know how to confront their inner feelings, but not you. So the possibility of getting no as a response is like, oh god, that's scary. And here, within the Exorcist, I feel like this is related to the Peace card. Because the person that's helping the other find inner peace, in other words, is freeing that person of anything destructive going on in their mind. So I feel like these two are related. I don't know if the person who is going to bring peace is the King of Cups or is the Queen of Wands, because it would be very easy for me to say, oh, the King of Cups is going to bring peace to the Queen of Wands. But it could also be the other way around, okay? Because even the King of Cups sometimes has this emotional background that affects him. He's not that powerful because no one is. Okay? So that could be for some of you that the Queen of Wands is going to bring peace to the King of Cups. Just keep that in mind. Next, we have imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. And we have judgment. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. Okay. With the imagination, I see that this creativity that the Queen of Wands has, this passion for whatever she does in life, is going to be so contagious that even the King of Cups, who is not used to being that passionate, he's going to be like, oh, I can free myself now, okay? Not everything is about emotions. It could also be about adventure, even if it's just a mental thing, but allowing my mind to create, that's amazing. And also, this could mean that your person is an artist, which would make sense because the cap suit is related to those people who create things and put their feelings into that. So maybe your person is a musician, is an actor, is a painter, is a dancer, whatever. But being an artist, or at least having artistic hobbies, is a huge possibility for your person. And with judgment, I'm being brought back to the death card because everything and everyone is going to experience some challenge in their life. And so, for example, this distorted feminine is going through a challenge. She wants to become the divine feminine. But at this point, she is not. So that's also a huge challenge. Not knowing what your life purpose is a challenge. So this is a card about you both understanding each other and not judging the fact that the other one is not feeling well, hasn't found the purpose in their life. You're going to help each other out, because judging people and leaving it at that is not going to help anyone. So yeah, again, very peaceful energy here. Very relaxed. I really like that. Then for astrology cards, we have Uranus, revolution, breakthroughs, brainstorming, originality, insight, awakening, technology, innovation, humanitarianism, reform, surprise, freedom, experimentation, the unexpected, rupture, edge, diversity, lightning. All right, so as I told you, there's going to be such a huge transformation in this relationship. Everything is going to be like, oh my god, did we go through this revolution or what happened? And it's not a bad thing, it's just the fact that both of you together are able to create this revolution in the most peaceful way. I'm not talking about, you get what I mean. Um and you're going to create your own rules, okay? You're going to create these new paths for you. Maybe people outside of this relationship will not understand what's going on, but if it works for both of you and it's a healthy relationship, why would you care about what the outer world thinks about it, you know? Because there are times when a relationship is so healthy that two people understand each other the way no one else does. And other people think that it's so weird to find someone like that, and oh my god, it has to be something toxic. No, the fact that you haven't found someone that makes you feel that way doesn't mean it's not healthy. Okay? So, of course, if you find unhealthy patterns within a relationship, you need to change that. Okay? You need to leave that person, because people who are toxic are always going to be toxic. I mean, I haven't met a single person who was toxic and has reformed themselves in such a huge way. If you have, like, I don't even know what to say. I'd be so shocked. But whatever. I'm going off track. Yeah, this is giving me the vibe of you both creating your own rules when it comes to relationships. And it doesn't matter what the other people think, because you do you, which is beautiful, honestly. You're the only ones who need to understand each other, I mean. And then we have conjunction, empowerment. Combines with, enhances, strengthens, joins forces, activates, intensifies, authorizes, allies with, concentrates, saturates, overrides, overwhelms. This is emphasizing what I just said about this card, and also reaffirming what I said about you both being best friends, being so empowered by each other. This feels like power couple type of thing. So, yeah, and also, I forgot, with this Uranus card, another field, in which your person could work in. Uh, could be something that has to do with technology or with volunteering, um, creating something, but not in the same way as we had with the imagination card. Creating things, as in creating a new product, creating a new machine, creating something of this sort. Um, but very technology oriented. Yeah. Next, we have keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Okay, so of course, if we take it literally, um, maybe this King of Cups is not your type in case you have a type. And at first, you're like, oh, that cannot be my person because that's not my type. And it turns out that's your person. So it could be like that, but I'm not saying this in such a literal way. With keep an open mind, I'm going back to this judgment card, okay? Being able to understand that people are going through their own battles and trying to help the other person as much as possible, because that's the best thing you can do. If you keep an open mind and try to understand that person, even though you're not going through the exact same thing, that's when you know someone is supportive enough to keep them in your life. We also have pay attention to the red flags. Oh my god. Remember, the signs are cautioning you. Okay, so in case, because this is not going to be for all of you, in case this Knight of Cups is a third party love bombing you, get away from them. That is not your person, that's not your King of Cups, and that's clearly a toxic behavior. So we don't want that. Next, we have look to your inner strength. You are stronger than you realize. I think this distorted feminine thinks there is no way she is going to become the divine feminine. And she is so wrong. So wrong. Because she can become the divine feminine on her own. But most importantly, since we are talking about a love reading, if you look around you, there are going to be people who make you realize how strong you are. And it's going to be so beautiful to see that transformation happen. It doesn't matter if you're on your own or if someone is helping you out. But beautiful, beautiful energy. And then we have demonstrate love. This came out in group number 1's reading as well. Find out what is important to those you love and act on it. So, of course, everything we have mentioned so far is a demonstration of the immense love you have for each other. But as I said to group number one, this card reminds me a lot of finding out your person's love language and acting on it. Because you cannot make the other person have a new love language just because they are your partner now. Okay, so since you're going to be so understanding of each other, I don't think this is going to be a difficult task. Okay, you're going to be able to notice from the very beginning, oh, this person's love language is blank space. And you're going to, oh my God, this feels so peaceful. You're going to act depending on that love language. If you're, I'm going to give you the same example. My love language is quality time. If my partner's love language is words of affirmation, and I realized that from the very beginning, because I do feel like with this group especially, that's going to happen very early on in the relationship. I cannot make my partner have a different love language. That's not how things work. Okay? I will need to express what I feel for them through words of affirmation. Of course, he's going to appreciate quality time, but he's going to appreciate words of affirmation even more. And same way happens if they are trying to make me have a words of affirmation type of love language. That's not going to work. Of course, I'm going to appreciate those words, but I'm going to appreciate quality time the most. So, yeah, that's what I have when it comes to this card. And finally, we have I am not available and I look for you everywhere. This card also came out in group number one's reading. Okay. I am not available. I'm not feeling like you're saying this to each other. I'm seeing you telling this Knight of Cups who is love bombing you, get out of my life. I'm not available for this type of relationship. This is not what I'm looking for. Okay? And I look for you everywhere. Since this is such a peaceful relationship and everything is so aligned and so cozy, I believe you're going to be like, oh my God, this reminded me of this person, but that person is not next to me at all. So I cannot wait to tell my person about what reminded me of them. Because it's like, I can't wait to see this person. And that's why I try to make everything about them. Okay? It's like, the beginning of a relationship when everything is so bossy, and that's the feeling. Like at the beginning, it's going to be like, oh, this has to remind me of this person, okay? I don't think this is going to last forever, of course, because that wouldn't be healthy either. But at the beginning, it would be very cute to be like, oh, wish my person was here. So I'm going to make this cup of tea remind me of this person, because that's the closest I can be to them at this point throughout the day or something like that. So yeah, a very relaxing and very beautiful energy. And yeah, also numbers. We have 2 9s here, so that might be important for you. And now, in order to get some extra information, I'm going to roll the zodiac dice and take some notes out from my bags. Please give me some zodiac signs for group number 2. Gemini and Leo. Scorpio and Aries. Mars babies. Libra and Aquarius. This blue bag contains letters, numbers, and angel numbers. This orange bag contains physical attributes and personality traits. And this maroon bag contains songs. Okay, we have M, K, S. And the numbers we have are 21 and 26. Ooh. Oh my. Okay. These are way too many. Okay. So we have educated, patient, loyal, spiritual, trustworthy, sly, confident, loving, ambitious, and sensible. We also have heart-shaped face. Okay, come here. Heart-shaped face, triangular face, round face, a lot of face shapes, medium length hair, braces, black eyes, bald, medium-sized ears, light skin, and curly hair. Let's take a couple songs from this bag where you can find around 200 songs. Okay. Versace on the floor, Bruno Mars. Okay, this is giving us new information because we haven't seen anything sensual throughout the reading. So this is giving me that vibe that was probably missing, okay? And finally, we have Love by Grace, Lara Fabian. This song is about not wanting a relationship to end. So maybe you are at one point on the verge of breaking up. I haven't seen anything about this because I mean, this is extra confirmation, okay? This is not the main reading. But if at one point you were on the verge of breaking up, you would be so willing to make it work. But once again, I haven't seen anything throughout the reading that indicates this could happen. Okay, so that was your reading, group number 2. Thank you for allowing me to read for you, and please let me know in the comments if it resonated with you. And I will see you in my next reading. Bye! Hello, group number 3. If you chose the larimar, this is going to be your reading. I shuffle off camera today, but if you prefer seeing me shuffle on camera, please tell me so in the comments. We will begin with tarot cards and continue with the oracle cards. Okay, so we have the King of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, the Moon, Seven of Wands, the Queen of Swords. All right. Okay. The King of Pentacles is a king who has matured completely in regards to the physical realm. And so he's very grounded. He is very stable. He's someone very trustworthy. And he doesn't really deal with the spiritual world. He's so focused on the reality, the 3D world, okay? Again, we are not talking about genders. We are talking about energies, okay? This is masculine energy, and here within the Queen of Swords, we have feminine energy. But this doesn't mean this has to be a man. This has to be a woman, okay? I do feel like the way this is presented, this is your person and this is you. Okay, so moving on to the Six of Pentacles. We have someone who is giving and two people who are taking. So this is a balance because in life we all give and we all take, or at least we should, because there are people who only know how to take, and sadly there are people who only know how to give, and they're so unable to receive something. So there should be this balance. And you can even see this in the scales, the same scales as in the justice card. Okay? So this makes me feel like it's going to be a relationship where everything is so balanced, because it's going to be like 50% giving and 50% taking. Sometimes you will be the man in red, and sometimes you will be one of these beggars. That's totally normal. And that's totally healthy. So I see this grounded person bringing that energy into the relationship and knowing when is the right time to give and when is the right time to take. But then we have the moon. The moon is a card about secrets being unveiled. Sorry, no, not secrets being unveiled. Something that is a secret being there and you not knowing what the secret is. Sorry, I messed it up. And so you don't really know which path to take, because, I mean, it's nighttime, so those secrets are only making you even more confused, and taking a decision is so difficult, especially if there's no light around. So maybe this is like too good to be true, and you suddenly feel like there has to be something that is being kept from me. Why do I feel like this is just a feeling and not a reality? Because of this Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is about being so defensive when there's really no one fighting with you. It's all in your head. So I really feel like these secrets are something that you are creating in your mind, because everything seems so perfect, and so you start acting defensive and feel like there has to be something hidden from me. I know it, and there's really nothing. As you can see, there's no one fighting with this man. So it would be stupid to actually believe that within this spread there are actual secrets. I feel like, due to whatever reason, you are feeling this way, and it will not make sense to this King of Pentacles, because he will be taken by surprise. But finally, and this is a great thing, you're going to become the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords, even though she keeps this part of emotion, because she is not the most mature person in this court, she still has this sword, and this sword is talking about clarity. This sword is about saying the right things at the right moment and learning the truth and not being confused by any type of BS. Okay? So, since this is all in your head, you're going to realize that you've been acting in a way that doesn't really make sense, and you're going to make the right decision thanks to this sword and thanks to this clarity. And the right decision is giving this King of Pentacles a chance, because you have no reason to not to trust this person. It's all in your head. This could be due to past experiences. This could be due to something minor that you saw in this relationship. But I promise, it's not that big of a deal. Okay, let's see more, because I want to see more about this relationship and how you're both going to handle these things. Okay, we have forgiveness and resolving conflict. Okay. It's quite funny that both of these cards came together. Oh, by the way, we have Pisces energy within the moon. Okay. This is totally related to this Seven of Wands, honestly. This person is going to forgive you for not trusting them without a reason, and you're going to forgive yourself, because as you can see, I forgive myself, I am forgiven. Okay, so both of you are going to be in good terms in the end, and you're going to be in good terms with yourself, because you will probably feel like, oh my god, I made such a stupid mistake, such a stupid mistake by believing this, believing that, whatever. And it's like, no, I mean, we all make mistakes. As long as you haven't disrespected this person, everything's fine, okay? We are all allowed to have doubts when it comes to people, even more if we are talking about a love relationship, because we are going to give that person so much information about us and so much space in our lives. So having doubts is totally normal. Okay, so forgive yourself and you will be forgiven. Trust me. Resolving conflict. Once again, you will be able to deal with this Seven of Swords energy in a mature way. Okay, you're going to behave like adults, not like teenagers saying, oh, you call me this, I'm going to call you that. No, you're going to be understanding, and well, you have it. here: love, empathy, compassion, understanding. So, all of this is going to be a part of your relationship. I don't think this is something that's going to happen over and over again. I feel like this is related to this phase of your relationship. Okay. Of course, if you have any type of problem throughout the relationship, I do feel like you're going to be able to resolve anything that comes your way. But I'm feeling so strongly that this is related to the Seven of Wands. Next, we have romance. Romance, it is a sacred power. Let it come to me this hour. And magical powers. I weave and clear, I cast and know. Magic secrets to me now show. Whew, beautiful. Okay. So, after deciding that you actually want to be with this King of Pentacles, you're going to live such a beautiful love story. And there are going to be so many details that make this relationship special, like unexpected gifts that are like small details, that for you it's like the most special gift ever. I feel, yeah, like everything is going to be in the little things. That's going to be the most important part of the romance in this relationship. And then here within magical powers, I feel like this is related to you being shown the truth and making the right decision with your sword. I'm seeing this, and as you can see, one is right on top of the other. So, yeah, I do feel like this is related to the Queen of Swords. Next, we have Femme Fatale. Highlights the erotic energy of the feminine. Opens your heart when your dependency is rejected. And next we have Hero or Heroine. Passion for a journey of personal empowerment. Okay, with something that's coming up. Since your person is so related to this pentacle energy, they may have a job that's related to the physical world or to possessions. It could be a banker, it could be a gardener, it could be I'm trying to think of so many jobs, but at this point it's like, okay, none is coming to my head. But yeah, the physical world, you know, things that have to do with money or things that have to do with nature. And moving on to the femme fatale, because I was leaving her alone, sorry. This Queen of Swords, which is the feminine energy that we have in this tarot spread, is probably so sensual, and she's using it to her advantage. Maybe that's why someone like the King of Pentacles was attracted to her, because, I mean, who can escape a femme fatale, like maybe that's the first thing they notice about you, and it's like, I'm so attracted to this person. But then they notice so many other things, and it's like, I really like this person. I'm gonna make a move. And yeah, I'm seeing this sensual energy. Right next to it, we have the romance card, and it's like this sensuality could very much be bringing things into the relationship and making it more exciting. Take it how you will. And then here within the hero and heroine card, we have a lot of growth. So first of all, we have seen that you are both going to grow at the beginning of your relationship, because there are going to be some conflicts and you're going to be able to overcome them. And the growth within this relationship is going to be huge, even afterwards, because you're both going through a journey together, and you may not even realize that at the beginning, but at the end you will be like, we've been through so much together. We are totally different people. And I love change when it's for the better. So, love this card. We now have adversity. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. Seven of Wands, once again. This challenge is going to make you learn so much, because you're going to stop being so defensive and so stubborn, and you're going to be able to trust people more easily once you realize that you almost lose your person for nothing. And also, adversity makes you grow. Going back to the previous card. Then we have peace. I'm a being of love, and I release all negative energy. Okay, so apart from the word love and it being related to romance, that releasing all negative energy, and this being next to magical powers and the Queen of Swords, you're absolutely, like 100%, going to learn how to be more positive, how to see the glass half full instead of half empty, which is probably what you do all the time. Maybe you don't even realize that, but throughout the relationship, you will learn how to do that. You will become a more positive person, and you will learn to see the good things that you have around you. You will not judge as easily. So again, a lot of growth. A lot of growth. Astrology cards, okay. We have Leo, the lover. Expressive, creative, loving, playful, warm, overt, self-confident, flirtatious, glowing, bedazzling, extroverted, vital, guileless, egotistical, juicy, proud, trusting, excessive. And we also have Aquarius, the radical. Experimental, rational, unique, liberal, electric, group orientated, humanitarian, free, radical, eccentric, diverse, futuristic, utopian, idiosyncratic, disruptive, edgy, detached. This also came out in group number 1. But the thing is, here we have sister signs or opposite signs, however you want to call them. Okay, one of you may be a Leo, one of you may be an Aquarius, maybe you both fit into one of these signs, or maybe you meet during Leo or Aquarius season. Those are the possibilities when it comes to the signs themselves. But then you are going to experiment so much love and so much passion, and there's going to be this playful energy that's reminding me of the femme fatale, and like the romance is here. And then we have the lover, and then we have here I'm a being of love. So there's going to be so much love here, but also there's going to be this passionate side of the relationship, and you're going to have the best of both worlds. That's what I'm seeing with this card. And with Aquarius, I see you being your own type of couple, okay? Like, maybe you don't fit on the outside, but on the inside, it's like we are meant to be. That's what it feels like. Because having Aquarius and Leo, like, come on, they're sister signs. They are meant to be, really. So, this is such a beautiful. I'm saying that they're meant to be because I have always believed that sister signs are great at complementing each other and balancing each other out. But also, my grandparents are a Leo. She's a Leo. And he was an Aquarius. And they were the most amazing. They were couple goals, basically. And oh my god. Sorry. Yeah, it's like we might fight. We might have misunderstandings. We have all these differences, but at the end of the day, we love each other so profoundly that no matter what they say, we are meant to be. This might not be everyone's type of relationship, but they don't know what's going on inside the relationship. So as weird as we look together, we know that the most important thing is on the inside. I could also see you both meeting at a party, you both meeting through friends, or you both meeting when volunteering, okay? And if I think about possibilities for your person's job, I think they could be um, related to parties, once again, related to fashion, related to the entertainment industry, um, related to humanitarian work, and related to making connections with other people. Okay, moving on, we have religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. And also, true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. Okay, um, religious factors. If you are not a religious person and that other person is not religious either, this could just be spiritual factors, okay? But this is probably going to be very influential when it comes to this relationship. I know there's no other card mentioning that because the secrets that the moon card mentions have nothing to do with spirituality. Um, but it could be that one of you or even both of you are very spiritual, or maybe there are some differences that create some type of tension because your beliefs are totally different. That could also be the reason why you're being so defensive, and then you realize, what am I doing? Like, you can believe in whatever you want to believe. No one is forced to believe in this or that, as long as their beliefs respect other people. There's no reason to create such a huge tension. So that could be the reason why this Seven of Wands is coming out. And with true love, I mean, I've already talked about the balance of romance and sensuality, and also how my grandparents were couple goals. So you're going to be couple goals. And everyone has totally different opinion on what couple goals means, but it doesn't really matter. Okay? If you think what you have is couple goals, that's couple goals. There's no need to debate that. Okay? Because if we only had one type of couple goals, it would be like, what if we don't fit in that pattern? Like, if you achieve your goal when it comes to relationships, that's the person. That's the King of Pentacles. That's your next relationship. And it's going to be very stable. As far as I can see, very stable, very grounded. There's going to be this balance that is going to be so important, so important. Great energy. Next, we have Look to your inner strength. You are stronger than you realize. This also came out in group number two's reading. Yeah, group number two. Okay. Look to your inner strength. You are stronger than you realize. This makes me think that you are able to overcome your doubts. You are able to overcome this tension. You are able to become the Queen of Swords. And this person is going to be able to focus on the best side of the story. They're not going to hold on to the past. They acknowledge the fact that you apologized. They acknowledge the fact that you are strong, and everything and everyone within this relationship is going to become stronger because of all this growth we have. Remember, we had the journey of the hero or heroine. That makes anyone so strong. And then we have love is all around you. There is love everywhere, all the time. Simply acknowledge this as truth. Okay, so once again, couple goals. Romance and sensuality, 50% and 50%. True love, I mean, there's so much love here. Leo is a lover. Like, you're going to be surrounded by love in this relationship. Oh my god, I'm not even going to say anything else about this because it's pretty self-explanatory after all of these cards. And finally we have, it's time for me to heal now, and so many things remind me of you. So, this card is reminding me of resolving conflicts, okay? You are going to heal together. Of course, you're going to heal all of those things that are making you doubt, because that may come from the past, or from your childhood, or from a past experience, or from whatever. But you're going to heal, you're going to change that part of your personality that's not making you any good. And your relationship is also going to heal afterwards. Everything is going to be even better than at the beginning. And so many things remind me of you is such a sweet card. I mean, you know, when you're looking at your phone, for example, and you see something that your person would really like and would laugh about, and I don't know, and you're like, oh, I have to share this with them, but I don't want to send them this video or whatever you're seeing. I want to show them in person because I want to see their reaction. This is what I'm feeling, you know? Like, you're so excited because you know what your person likes and dislikes, that once you find this something that reminds you of them, or the other way around, they might be reminded of you because of something, and you're going to be like, oh, guess what I have for you? So this is such a sweet way to end the main part of the reading. And now, in order to get some extra information, I'm going to roll the zodiac dice and take some notes out from my bags. Please give me some zodiac signs for group number 3. Okay, we have Taurus and Scorpio. Sister signs. Aries and Gemini. Scorpio again and Cancer. Now, this blue bag contains letters, numbers, and angel numbers. This orange bag contains physical attributes and personality traits, and this maroon bag contains songs. No notes are coming out, just one? Okay. Oh my god, okay. Right when I said it. Okay, sorry. Okay, I want some letters and numbers, but not that many. Okay, we have a lot, but we're going to go with it. We have G, C, I, M, S, Q, B, and P. For numbers, we have 18, 7, 13, 4, 31. We have 13 and 31. That could be a sign for you. I don't know. 11, 5, 29, 22, and 12. And the angel numbers we have are 333 and triple. Okay, is this a 6 or is this a 9? I think this is 9. Yeah, this is a 9. 999. Okay. We have gray eyes, wavy hair, brunette, curly hair, tattoos. And we also have shy, fun, and helpful. And finally, let's take out a couple songs out of this bag where I have around 200 songs. Okay, so it's okay. The first one we got was No Pegamos by Paul Grant, which is a song about we are better off away from each other, which once again is reminding me of this moon card and the consequence that it has, which is the Seven of Wands. That eventually you're going to know the answer, you're going to unveil those secrets, and you're going to make the right decision, which I personally believe is having a relationship with the King of Pentacles. And then we have Half a Heart by One Direction, which is a song about feeling like you're half a person when you're away from your partner. And of course, I'm not supporting this because you should feel like you are enough on your own and you don't need anyone to complete you. Okay, this is just a song, but I don't know what this is reminding me of the last card we got, which was so many things remind me of you, because it's like I want to show you this and you're missing. Where are you? Like, now I have to wait till I see you to finally show you this. And this song is basically about now I have to wait to see you to feel complete. So, kind of, but of course, you should feel complete on your very own. That's for sure. Okay, so that was your reading, group number 3. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. Please let me know in the comments if it resonated with you, and I will see you in my next reading. Bye!